Hello, Titus Pétange fans. It's a new season and it's a different kind of game that we're covering today because we are going to watch my 2000th game in management. And I think that's also counting Luxembourg games, so they're not all with Titus Pétange. But this is an amazing moment for me. 2,000 games, never reached this milestone. So it's just milestone central. We've won 16 Champions League, more than anybody else. We've never reached 2,000. It's a wonderful time on the save. As we start getting to the end, we start wrapping things up. And I tell you, we probably more close to the end than you think. Maybe some seasons we will just be playing as the international boss. But when you're picking up wins away against fucking Sevilla, in Nations League A, by the way, that I never thought we were actually in, when you're picking up absolutely humongous dubs like that, yeah, it's significant. This is big. In fact, just for the win there, because obviously 10 years ago, there was no doubt about it. Spain were like the best side in the world, and they might still be. But for that win alone, as we fly ourselves into 64th place in the world rankings, I am going to put our generated youth rating, which I think went up naturally to 100. I'm going to go and put it up to 102. 102 youth rating for Luxembourg. We're getting to the end of the save. Wicked. So what's going to happen? Well, definitely focusing on this season, because after this season, we should, if we win it, overtake Jeunesse de Esch as the league winners. I think afterwards, we probably still plough on with seasons because we've got a few players coming in from our youth academy that I'm really interested in seeing how they develop. And look, all that work that I've done with this club, and there is a good bunch of talented youngsters coming through that we haven't been able to see for the most part. Obviously, you got the Makovic and the goalkeeper. A few have gone through that youth academy, but not at the quantity that we're seeing right now. So I would like to see them guys go through. There has to be some kind of breakaway, though. There has to be some kind of feeling in me at one stage that I have done absolutely everything at this club and I'm ready to finish it. When that feeling does eventually come, I'm going to plough as much money as I can into every other Luxembourg club. That'll come at a point where, the youth rating is solid. The youth rating has to be more solid than 102. It just has to, everything has to come together, really. And when that happens, then we focus, the phone's gone. Then we focus on winning the World Cup with Luxembourg. So this is the state of play right now. Finances going up to £902 million. We have sold a fair number of players, and we're going to go through them right now. I think it was early June when we had the Champions League last season, Champions League final. So Gerson Rubiano came in right at the back end of last season, and he is a Colombian holding midfielder. He has no potential, and he looks like he's already gone. He might have already been sold. Let's have a look. He has absolute... I made a profit. Nobody complains. Fair enough. He came in and went out immediately. Just boot him out of the club. You're not good enough. See you in a bit. This season, we've only got 6 new players this season. It sounds like a lot, but for us, the average amount must be about 15. So Steve Gunter signed up and sold. Not good enough. He moves to Liverpool. We'll talk about his sale. Jerry van der Bosch, though, good find here on the actual scouting page, not the shortlist, the players page. I was able to find him. And he looks like he is, he definitely is developing quick. So, one for the future, 100%. £29 million from Feyenoord. This was really funny. Chima Calero, it could be Kima Calero, came in, realized he wasn't good enough. I got an offer the next day for him because I offered him to clubs, and I only lost like £250,000. There you go. Bought him for 6.75, sold him for 6.5. Yeah, dubs. So yeah, there it was. Calero spent a few days at Titus Pétange. Mario Alberto Prado also signed up, only 4-star potential though. Just scattergun, really. Any player that looks significant in potential, we're going for. Prado, 750,000. Dutra, I was waiting for Dutra. I couldn't wait to see what Dutra did, because we signed him up as a 15 or 16-year-old. He's finally turned 18, and he's not actually at the max, which is, yeah, really disappointing to say I'd waited all that time. I thought it was going to be exceptional. And same here. I bought this Russian player, Yegor Belarukov, when he was 16, and he is only 4-star potential. So sometimes you wait, you have all that patience, and it just doesn't come through. 4.2, that could be a maximum of 5.5 million from two National, and Zenit St. Petersburg received 6.5 million. Loads of loans as per. Get them done first. Just highlight. 46 people are out on loan. Cool. And then you go for the really, really cheap ones. Saliu Ng's gone to Real Madrid. Not good enough for us. 1.4 million. Thor Druskovsky. 2.2 million to Juventus. Not good enough. Sedar Ozturk. Not good enough. Galatasaray. 2.3 million. I'm not going to say not good enough all the time. You know why most of these players have left. Rafael Martins to Juventus on a £2.5 million deal. Maximum of 3.74. Igor Kojukaru, also Juventus. Juventus hoarding the players. Yerson Rubiano, profits and dubs. Going to Deportivo Pasto. Pasto? Nader Amin, the Egyptian striker, moved to Napoli for 6.25 million. There's Calero going to AC Milan, before we talked about that. Eric Marquez, one of the under-23s goalkeepers. Oh, really doesn't like big matches. Didn't even see that when I sold him. But, yeah, even more reason to sell him, to be honest. 6.5 million. I think we got him on a free, didn't we? We sold him, then got him on a free, and then sold him again. Yeah, balling. Absolutely balling. Fair enough. Jamal Blancard. Yeah, this was a dud, wasn't it? I spent a lot of money on this guy. £32 million. Sold him for 10. Has no potential. Napoli grabbed the player, snapped the player up. Steve Gunter going to Liverpool for £10 million. And then we got Oronica. Oronica is a surprising one, to be honest. This guy's a very good player, and we sold him for dirt cheap. But the offer came in, and I knew for a fact he wasn't really going to be the one here at Titus Pétange. Fair enough. Like, got guaranteed 4.5-star potential, and I might absolutely eat my words. I have to keep an eye on him just in case he does turn into just the most ridiculous player. But like I'm saying, a new generation of central midfielders are coming through now, including like Marquez, who's like risen through our own youth academy, and I'm giving him as much chance as I possibly can. Marquez had a serious injury last year, so more game time the better. Ollie Henderson moves to Basel, 19.25 million. They're getting more serious now. Oleg Bezrodnik, the Ukrainian second-choice goalkeeper that we spent a lot of money on last season, moving to Dortmund, £20 million. Services not needed anymore, but you know what? I appreciate the season that, you know, you stuck around on the bench. Pedro Mayer, not a bad player at all, this kid. Just not at that level in the central defenders. 60 million to Bayern Munich. Kavon Myrie, definitely a little bit better. He's higher on the pecking order for the central defenders, but moving to Manchester United for a total of 72, I believe. Yes, 72, and that is through certain installments. Woodfine, I think, is another installment situation, going up to 83 million, the new Chelsea man. Chelsea love signing our strikers. They really do. So all in total, it's £331 million. So this is how the first team is looking right now. Bearing in mind, we do have a few loans out. Gonzalez and Calabrese would be first teamers quite easily for the side. But, I mean, them being loaned out, we do get a bit of money coming back for the players. And also, it opens up the door for some of the youngsters to get first-team football here. Joric and Marty also out. Marty would have been in the first team developing, but you know what? It does give us an opportunity to bring in Edward De Longa, who's been very, very patient himself. But really, I am super excited for Marquez. I eventually found. Oh, and that wheel has certainly just improved. Wow, the physicals have gone up. Okay, amazing. So this is Guilherme Marquez. You might remember him from the youth intake a few years ago. He was Luxembourg. He wants to represent Portugal. He's got 22 under-21 caps. He is just a phenomenal player, but not apparently a wonder kid. The ship sailed for the Luxembourg stuff. I understand that. He's definitely going to represent Portugal. But he is the one that's kind of driving this save forward now. I really want to see what this guy turns into, because the vision on the player at such a young age was quite exciting to see. But there is just a ton of really quality young players coming in here. That means that the save is not over just yet, club-wise. Fingerland. Oh, yes. We'll start on Fingerland and move down. He's still not natural as a right midfielder. Gonzalez is at Atletico Madrid. Joric is at Atletico Madrid. Gadiel Kim is a joke of a player. Then we got Leonardo Bruno, who, because of Gonzalez's loan, is our first-team left-back, I think. Marquez is there. He'll be playing today, I'm sure. Marty, there it is. Boris Mitev from our youth academy as well. Moreira, his stats are going down. I saw him miss a penalty very, very recently in a draw in the league, which, was quite costly. Racing Luxembourg are currently at the top of the league because of it. Ongania probably making his way through his final season at Titus Pétange. Then we got Jon Remy, who's still trying to just learn how to be a striker. Edu Rubio, our first teamer, got a significantly bigger contract. Sabatic is earning 210 grand a week. Jesus. Torres there. And we got Zaza. Zaza's still not natural as a centre-back, but that needs to change. There's Blasco. Calabrese out on loan to Juventus. Saran is slightly improving, which is scary. Axel Claude. Really, really strong start by Claude this season. Edward De Longa. I don't know if it's De Longa or De Lang. Brahima Mbalo is our new second choice goalkeeper. And I'm not too sure. Obviously, he's the furthest developed in terms of the goalkeepers that are at this club, in the under-23s and the under-18s. But his eccentricity is mental. Like, absolutely mental. I do not like eccentric goalkeepers. I don't really know. If he turns out to be just a world-class player, I don't know what to do with him. Espindola is a natural central midfielder now. Every time I see him, the arrows are going down, but there's only good stuff to see, like guaranteed 4.5 stars. We've got natural as centre mid. He really needs to just head down, kick on. There's Neto. Still unconvincing as a right back. And back to Finn Gurland. Under 23s, most of the lads did get on loan. Gumid was also on loan, but he didn't like the team that he was in. So I recalled him because he might have not been played in the right position or this, that, and the other. So you've had a look at the squad. Yes, it's weak at the moment, but obviously we can bring back. I'm pretty sure all these players can be recalled in January, and all of a sudden we'll have quite a convincing and strong squad to take on the Champions League again. So I'll put Neto there. It's just all about developing these players right. We'll have Marquez, like I suggested. And we'll go Fingirl, and no, we will not, because Axel Claude is playing out of his skin at the moment. And it reminds me to show you Marquez's first ever goal, because it's quite the opening wherever I see it. I might have gone past it already. It was in the draw, 1-1 against Ham Benfica. We had such a weak midfield here. But even so, it pretty poor to lose, to draw this. It feels like a loss. But this goal is something else from such a young player, underdeveloped. I don't think he's ready for it yet. Oh my days! But stuff like that makes you think this kid is gonna be special. Yeah, totally down for that. I think he's gonna be a wonder, an absolute gem. The special feelings, like Savo Saran. Let's go and get it. My 2000th game in charge of a professional football match. Most of them for Titus Pétange, if they are counting the Luxembourg international games. I can't imagine why they wouldn't. Neto. It's going to drop to Claude. Oh, and we've hit the post there. I think it was centre-back Alberto Torre at the back post. Ferreira Nato. Ferreira Rocher. Torre there again over the bar. Surely he's got to become at least accomplished at right back soon. It's been like a season, a full year of getting used to this. And he's way better than a 1-star. He is getting there. It's not like there's no development. Ongania! Yeah! Nice to see Ongania belting in the goals. I really thought through his time here, obviously it was marred by that significant injury in the Champions League final. I thought he would get way more goals than what he did. Savo Saran, I think, has already scored more than him. And he's like 20... Coming on 26 now, I think. Oh, talk about Savo Saran! That's it. Ferreira Neto. Ferreira Neto is better than a 1-star right back. Come on now. Come on now. The folks on my staff team must accept that this guy is not just... Ooh! In the crossbar. This guy is not just like a makeshift right back. Talking about staff, we have still been doing the tutoring for our old players, if you remember. Every single year I take one of my old players and tutor them into a decent staff member. This year I've taken the legend Raphael Beck and turned him into our new scout, one of our great scouts. Oh, there he is! Marquez has just shown you what he's about, mate. Yes. Fantastic. Scored twice now. Oh, mate, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. This is Football Manager at its best. A stinging shot. So, yeah, Raphael Beck's come in. Not a great scout at the moment, but it's a position that needed filling. And I think he got a potential ability of 161 before that. I might actually show you the staff members. I think Ilian Triff came in. I don't think I've talked about Triff. Oh, Marquez has scored again! proud. I am so proud. Get in there. He's on for a hat-trick, the fellow. Moreira would probably step aside for him to get the hat-trick. 2000th game. One of our youth intake players has come good today. Must be on a significant rating, 8.8 at the moment. We are going to have to face a penalty. Clean sheets. Not apparently easy to find this year. Defence is a bit leaky. It was Gadiel Kim actually losing that ball as well. Or losing out on that foul. Can't get a better player than Gadiel Kim. Like, the stats are just outrageous. The wheel's outrageous. And yet he is still a little bit susceptible to the mistakes. Samare clears for Folletch on Gania. There's Savo Saran. Oh, he follows it up. It's going to be 5-1 there for Titus. Lovely party here. I think even the Folletch fans can just... They can applaud. It doesn't matter. They can applaud. The amount of money that's been ploughed into Luxembourg and just the strength of the league and the financial security that I've brought this entire nation, they can applaud. It's all right. Don't worry about it. It's 5-1, Titus Pétange. And it's a good moment. It's a wonderful day out for the old timer. I'm so old at this point. It's 2058. I'll never make 2058 in real life, honestly. Axel Claude 6-1. 2058. Am I 66? Maybe. That is just scary. Rubio, Blasco, beautiful work. Saran's got a booking. What a day, lads. What a day. 2,000 games not out. Far from retiring. We got a World Cup to win. We might have a Nations League final on the horizon. It was a away trip to Spain, so we might top that group and we might get like the faintest of chances, I guess. Weird season, this one, because I think we're going to be back before the Champions League final anyway, to see us lift the league and go past Jeunesse d'Esch for most Luxembourg League titles. 73rd minute. We'll swap in Fingerl and keeps Savasaran fresh. Having Johan Remy. And a bit of Zaza for Torre. With 15 minutes to go. So Blasco to Bruno. Claude looking for a cross in. There we go. Clearance. And Govlo. Here's Kim Claude. Oh, movement. Playing. It's passing for days, mate. Blasco into Bruno. Moreira with time. Oi! Careful now. That is filth. That is too much, mate. We don't want to embarrass the home side. Marquez probably not going to get the hat-trick, but makes the assist for Axel Claude at the back post there in the Savo Saran role, really. And it's 7-1 Titus. It's so good. Football Manager is so good at this. Just keeping you hooked with players like Marquez, who drops a 9.7, the kid. How about that? On his first proper outing, you watching him, it's the best that I've seen him play, definitely. That was outstanding. And we can't not see how he develops. We've got until, the start of November until, Football Manager comes out. Now, obviously, that sounds like a long, long time, but also you've got to understand that FIFA is in between that, so a lot of my time will be dedicated to that new save of Youth Squad Legends. But in between, we will get it done, and we will watch the career of Marquez. 2,000 games. Just a little note, Milan, we lost to Milan in the Champions League Group F game. First Champions League group game of this season. And yeah, bit of a shocker, to be honest, but we'll get it done, I'm sure. Jeunesse d'Esch there at home. Lyon and Molde are the other teams in the Champions League. It's up for grabs. I think the Ballon d'Or this season, Axel Claude has got the 14 goals and the highest average rating. So right now, I can't see Savo Saran winning it. I can see Claude winning it. I can also see Moreira winning it. Savo Saran, though, yeah, he is the best player in the world on paper, but Paradiso was. And now that he hasn't got the stats to kind of back it up, I think we'll see a different winner. Not the right winner, a different winner this year. All right, I think that's it. Done. A quick check on what the Luxembourg team is looking like. And there is an Ahmed that I've not checked on. But I have scouted Moreira, Gilles Moreira, and he was only 2.5 star for the club side of things. Ahmed might be a different proposition. Doesn't look too good, to be honest. But it's nice to see these higher potential players coming through into the national squad. And so long as we can continue making shock results like that one against Spain, we'll be absolutely fine. I mean, we beat Serbia. And probably Savo Saran was playing that game. So it's a madness. It's a madness. Luxembourg are doing a madness. This tactic is a bit broken. And you know what? Long live Titus Pétange. Long live this save. Couldn't get that out. Wrapped around my tongue. Yeah. See you next time. Bye-bye.